All right, so what we have in front of us today is a two-headed pig. What it looks like, or at least according to the story that we have on it, was that the pig was born with two heads. According to one of the paperworks we have on the history of provenance of the piece, it talks about it being a very interesting mutation. The pig was born, it lasted maybe about a week, something like that roughly. And then the person who had the pig thought it was really interesting, so they taxidermied it. The person who donated it was from St. Cloud, so I'm not 100% sure about what farm it came from, but we know it's been in the museum since at least 1953. Since we have a newspaper account of someone coming to the museum and fighting hordes of children to try to take a look at this two-headed pig that was on display at the museum. Right now, one of the biggest parts for us anyway is taking care of it, is making sure we keep it in the correct climate control, because it's, as you can probably see, it's really fragile. It's starting to kind of fall apart, especially here on the seams and edges where some of the skin is starting to peel off. Keeping it in that kind of climate, also even light is a big issue for us as well. Whenever something new comes into the collection, there's a criteria of things that we look at. So we look at, first off, is it from Stearns County? How relevant it is to the history of our county and our area? Second thing we look at though is, do we have something like this in the collection already? Do we have, a two-headed pig? Do we have, certain amount of, how many military World War II uniforms do we already have in the collection? Do we need? So there's kind of a number of factors that kind of go into whether we take an artifact or not when it's brought to the museum, but we always encourage people to bring it in anyway, because you never know for sure if it's something that we could possibly use for, telling that history or story of Stearns County.